Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Tuesday the 3rd of October 2023. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, plenty of economic news today. Reserve Bank Governor Michelle Bullock, in her first outing as Governor of the Central Bank, has left interest rates on hold, but warned that at least one more increase might be necessary to stamp out inflation. That's pretty much what the previous governor, Philip Lowe, was saying, so business as usual there. There was also data out on building approvals, and there's some good news for the construction sector. The number of new dwellings approved rose by 7% in August, following a big drop in July, according to the Bureau of Statistics. Approvals were particularly strong in Victoria and pretty good in New South Wales and Western Australia. Now, these numbers bounce around a bit. One big number can shift the data, but it looks like approvals, which have been declining for 2 years, are starting to flatten out. And also, Bureau of Statistics figures show that the number of new owner-occupier loan commitments, people taking out a loan for a place they want to live in, rose 2.5% in August, but they're still down 12% compared to a year ago. Story number 2, tough day for the share market. It closed down 1.3%, that's the ASX, to 6,943 points, though it could well have been worse, with equities off more than 1.5% in early trading. It followed a sell-off on Wall Street, reflecting higher bond yields. Energy giants Woodside and Santos both fell close to 4%, while gold digger Newcrest Mining and tech leader WiseTech Global tumbled 3%. BHP, Goodman, James Hardie and QBE all ended around 2% lower. The banks were outperformers, falling less than 1%. Woolies, Coles and Telstra also fell by less than the market. About 85% of companies on the ASX 200 ended lower today. Among the hardest hit were the miners, while there are only 5 stocks in the top 200 that managed to gain more than 1%. That is a tough day. Story number 3, the federal government will spend nearly $40 million on a crackdown of unethical and potentially illegal activity in the vocational education sector. In essence, the government is targeting training providers who rort the system. The Australian Skills Quality Authority will set up a new unit that will use data matching technology to respond to bad behaviour. There will also be a new confidential tip-off line. Story number 4, casino group Star Entertainment has put its Treasury Casino complex in Brisbane up for sale, hoping to sell it for more than $200 million. Now, Star will vacate the 3 sites, that's the Treasury Casino building, the Treasury Hotel and the Treasury Car Park, when it moves into its nearby $3.6 billion Queen's Wharf development. It's part of a consortium developing an entertainment, gaming and leisure precinct in that area. It's been a very rough ride for Star, which reported a $2.4 billion annual loss last financial year, thanks to a $2.2 billion write-down in the value of its 3 casinos. In June, Star and co-owner Far East Consortium sold the Sheraton Grand Mirage Resort on the Gold Coast for about $192 million. And finally, story number 5, life is never dull for Evergrande, the Chinese property company that nearly collapsed, stopped trading, recommenced trading, and then last week had its CEO carted off by police. Today, its share price surged more than 40%. Now, late last week, trading in the property group halted after the CEO was taken away by police, according to media reports. The reports speak of suspected crimes, rather vaguely, and renewed uncertainties about the group's debt restructuring. Now, this is the company that was trading around $1.60 Hong Kong dollars a share when its debt issues emerged. It was suspended for months. Then it reopened. Its share price in a day fell from $1.60 to around 30 cents a share. It had recovered somewhat, and then the news about its CEO came out. That was last Thursday. It was suspended again until today, when its share price surged. Who knows? That's it for the afternoon report for Tuesday, the 3rd of October, 2023. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed, the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.